For 100 years, the most important tool in law enforcement was a guy with a notepad asking, "Did anyone see anything?" That guy might be about to get automated and nobody's really talking about it. So here's something I've been genuinely wondering about. Will the flock camera systems eventually mean the destruction of law enforcement jobs? Police, detectives, highway patrol, the whole profession. Because the more I look at what the system already does, the more it starts to look less like a tool for police and more like a replacement for police. A very quiet, very polite replacement that never needs overtime and never calls in sick. Let me walk you through it because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with gunshots. Think about how that works right now. Somebody fires a gun, somebody hears it, and maybe somebody calls the police. Police drive over, they show up, they gather some information, they take some statements from people who heard the loud noise from somewhere, and then by then it's already over. The shooter is home watching Netflix. The investigation starts at zero, in the dark, days behind. Now here's the flock version, and I'm not making this up, the pieces already exist. Their system has audio gunshot detection. It picks up the shot, often before anyone dials 911. The cameras locate the scene, identify the shooter's vehicle, and the license plate readers, which photograph every single car that passes it, the plate, make, model, color, time, location. They just track that person all the way home to their final destination, and then somebody drives over and arrests them. That's it. That's the whole case. No canvassing the neighborhood. No detective work, no policing work. One police department using this stuff reported solving gun crimes in under 90 minutes. The genius detective who cracks the case after 3 sleepless weeks, he's been replaced by a search bar. And it doesn't stop with the dramatic stuff. Think about traffic, highway patrol, all those traffic stops, all those tickets being written on the side of the road, one at a time, by hand, like it's 1974. All of that could just be done with cameras. The camera clocks you, reads your plate, and a ticket shows up electronically and in your mailbox, just so you can be disappointed twice. There's no officer, there's no stop, do you know why I pulled you over? And honestly, do we think governments will resist a machine that writes tickets 24/7 without a pension? That's not a slippery slope, that's a water slide. Amber alerts, stolen cars, kidnappings. Right now, those depend on a million random citizens squinting at highway signs going, "Gray sedan, partial plate, good luck." The camera network doesn't squint. The suspect vehicle passes one camera and the system lights up like a pinball machine. And my favorite, the high-speed chase. 5, 6 patrol cars screaming after somebody, helicopters, spike strips, local news breaking in. Forget about it. The entire genre of television is going to go extinct. The cameras will just track them calmly, patiently, until that guy needs a pee break or a tank of gas, because everybody needs a pee break. Sometimes they need a tank of gas. And then he gets arrested at pump number 4 next to a display of beef jerky because the camera tracked him the whole way there. There's no danger, no drama, no crashed cruisers. The most anticlimactic arrest in history, and honestly, the correct one. Flock even has drones now that launch themselves off a dock the second a gunshot or a plate alert comes in. 60 miles an hour, average of 86 seconds to the scene, reading license plates from 2,000 feet up with thermal vision. As a piece of engineering, it's totally fetch. As something hovering over your neighborhood, watching you, monitoring you all the time, we'll have to circle back to that one. Now, layer on more and more AI, because that's the real story here. Every camera, every plate read, every gunshot, every drone flight, it's all data. And the data just keeps accumulating. And the AI sitting on top of that data keeps getting smarter. Follow that line far enough and you end up with a single AI-based law enforcement intelligence living in the cloud. One brain, watching everything, connecting everything, and at that point, on-the-ground policing becomes generally irrelevant. Maybe it keeps some local police to physically break up things, the bar fight, the domestic call, situations that need an actual human intervention, because the cloud can't separate 2 drunk guys in a parking lot, yet. But investigative work, detective work, the gumshoe stuff, I'm starting to think that Flock could just eliminate those jobs. And here's the part that made my eyebrows go up when I dug into it. Flock isn't even hiding this. Their own marketing pitches this stuff as the answer to policing staff shortages. Their words, they call the drones a force multiplier for departments that can't hire enough officers. One of their case studies brags that a chunk of calls can be resolved without sending an officer at all. So the polite corporate version of this is, we help short-staffed departments do more with less. Okay, but play that tape forward. If the tech lets 50 officers do the work of 100, no city council on earth is going to vote to hire another 50 officers. Those positions don't get filled later, they just evaporate. You just do more with less. It's just layoffs wearing a nicer jacket. So, are we about to lose all the classic police stuff? The Columbo, whose entire skill set was noticing things, remembering things, connecting things? Buddy, I'm sorry, but noticing, remembering, and connecting things at scale is literally the only thing the system does. It's Columbo with 90,000 eyeballs and no need for a raincoat. So I think it's only a matter of time before your local police officer just becomes a flock camera somewhere. I could be wrong, but when I see police officers pushing to keep flock cameras, I can't help but think, are you training your replacement? Because I think that trade is coming one city council at a time.